Alright, in this video we are going to be writing polynomial functions given the solutions. So we're going to go work our way backwards. Alright, so we're going to write a polynomial function of least degree that has real coefficients. In other words, you know there are no imaginary numbers. The given zeros, that's what we're talking about right here, and a leading coefficient of 1. Alright, all fancy wording. In other words, they call these solutions. Sometimes they're called zeros, and sometimes they are called factors. Right? They all mean the same thing. So what you do is we're going to write it in factor form. So we're going to take the first one, and we're going to do x minus the solution. Put it in parentheses. Then we do x minus a negative 4. So that gives us x plus 4. And we do x minus 5. So it always takes the form of x minus h, where h is your solution or your 0. Alright? So when we put in a negative number for h, that's what gives us the plus. So let me clean this up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we just multiply it out. That's the reason why we were adding, subtracting, multiplying polynomials to get us to this point. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I like to FOIL those two first. Alright, so you do x times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. 4 times x is 4x. And then 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. Alright, so I'm going to combine like terms right there. So x squared minus x minus 20. And now I'm going to multiply this through. So I'm going to do x times x squared. X times negative x. X times negative 20. Then negative 1 times x squared. Negative 1 times negative x. Negative 1 times negative 20. Then combine like terms. So x cubed, we use that. So you have x squared and negative x squared, so that's 2 negative x squared. I have a negative 20x and a positive x, so that gives me a negative 19x. And I'm left with the 20. So here's my polynomial. The leading coefficient is 1. And the least degree, in other words, my degree of this polynomial happens to be 3. So in all your problems that you'll be doing in the book and on the test or quiz will always be, you'll end up with a degree of 3. All right, so I'm keeping them simple. All right. So that is how you that's how you write a polynomial equation or a function given 3 solutions. All right, so let's do another example. Oops, let me get rid of the I, sorry. Don't want no imaginary, I just want real. Alright, so I do, remember, it's x minus h. So I'm going to do x minus solution. X minus a negative 2, so that becomes positive 2. And then x minus a negative 6, so that becomes positive 6. So now these are factors. Alright, so we took solutions. Use this formula, and output came my factors. Now we're going to take these factors, we're going to multiply them out to come up with our polynomial function. Alright, so I take the first binomial. So here we go. I'm going to do x times x, x times 6, 2 times x, and 2 times 6. Alright, combine like terms. So I got positive 6 and a positive 2, so that gives me a positive 8x. And now I distribute this binomial through this polynomial. So it'll be x times x squared. So it gives me x cubed plus 8x squared plus 12x minus 2x squared minus 16x minus 24. And then combine like terms. All right, so there's only x cubed. So I have 8x squared negative 2, so that's positive 6x squared. I have a positive 12 and a negative 16x, so that gives me a negative 4x. And I'm left with a negative 24. All right, so here's my polynomial function. Leading coefficient is 1, and my degree is 3. All right, so my leading coefficient, which I want to be 1, is equal to 1, and my degree is 3, which is what I want. All right, so all your answers will always be a degree of 3, and your leading coefficient shall always be 1. All right, so if these happen, there's a very good chance that you did this correctly.